Good evening, everyone. The man who once said he would take a bullet for President Trump is now blasting his former boss.
President Trump's former personal attorney, Michael Cohen, left Capitol Hill this evening after spending hours testifying publicly before Congress. And he did not hold back in describing our commander-in-chief.
He is a racist, he is a con man, and he is a cheat.
Cohen testified that then-candidate Trump knew WikiLeaks would release emails damaging to Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign. He went on to say that Trump lied during the presidential campaign about his intentions to develop a Trump Tower in Russia. Cohen also presented evidence that Trump directed hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels.
President of the United States thus wrote a personal check for the payment of hush money as part of a criminal scheme to violate campaign finance laws.
First announced witness for the 116th Congress is a guy who is going to prison in 2 months for lying to Congress.
Cohen is facing 3 years in prison after pleading guilty to breaking campaign finance laws. He says it was all at the direction of President Trump. The president tweeting before the hearing that Cohen is trying to get his prison time reduced.
Now, the Buffalo Bills playing a small but key role during today's testimony. In 2014, Trump wanted to buy the team, and Cohen today claiming the president inflated his net worth by $4 billion. This linked to financial documents Trump filed during his failed attempt to buy the Bills back in 2014. When the deal with the Pagulas ultimately went through for $1.4 billion, Trump took to Twitter writing, "Even though I refused to pay a ridiculous price for the Buffalo Bills, I would have produced a winner. Now that won't happen," end quote. Now, some of us who covered the team back then spoke at length with Cohen during the sales process. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Jeff Rusak takes a look back.
Longtime personal lawyer to President Donald Trump, Michael Cohen, answered all sorts of questions in front of Congress Wednesday, some of which included Trump's 2014 interest in purchasing the Buffalo Bills. Cohen submitted 3 years of Trump's financial statements that show fluctuations in his net worth.
It was my experience that Mr. Trump inflated his total assets when it served his purposes, such as trying to be listed amongst the wealthiest people in Forbes, and deflated his assets to reduce his real estate taxes.
John Worrow has covered the Bills for the Associated Press for almost 20 years. Cohen worked closely with the Buffalo area media when Trump showed interest in the Bills.
I believe his first quote was, "Donald Trump is the most serious person about buying the Bills."
Cohen brought up the Bills to call the president a, quote, cheat, saying he lied about how much he was worth to get a bank loan.
There's always questions about how deep his resources were.
Worrow says Cohen had a much different tone in 2014 compared to his testimony Wednesday.
He was somebody who was always on message. He was always on message when it came to Donald Trump's deep pockets, when it came to speaking about Donald Trump's brand. He was a loyal soldier.
And while what Cohen said in front of Congress is in question, Worrow believes he only told him the truth.
Everything that he told me about the sale process proved to be correct.
In Buffalo, Jeff Rusak, 7 Eyewitness News.